Hi, my name is Sheila Raja, and I'm a clinical psychologist. And I work a lot with trauma and post-traumatic stress disorder. And to say that our country and our world is really going through such an incredibly challenging, unpredictable, and unprecedented time, I think is definitely an understatement at this point. And I've been thinking a lot about resilience skills and writing about them recently, and wanted to share with you some ideas and tips that I have in trying to get myself and my family through this, and I'm hoping that they may be useful to you. Podcasting is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and so here we are with some found time, and hopefully you all are safe and well with your families at this time. I've seen a lot about it's not the time to panic, and I think what is helpful is to maybe think about the difference between panicking and being prepared. So the opposite of panic is not doing nothing. It's not going about your life as normal and socializing. It's preparedness. But the issue is, how do we prepare, and how do we figure out what decisions are the right decisions? And there's going to be so many decisions that we make, I think, in the next weeks and maybe even months, right? I mean, how much do we let our kids socialize with anybody? How much do we push back on an employer that maybe won't let us telecommute? What do we want to spend our money on? How much contact should we be in with our senior parents? How should we plan meals and budget our supplies? These are real questions, I think, that we're all grappling with at this point. And, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of uncertainty, and I think there is a form of therapy called dialectical behavior therapy, and there's a woman named Marsha Linehan that came up with this really interesting idea, and this is my little homemade graphic. But she talked about how when we make decisions, we are in either a rational mind sometimes, where we look at the pros and cons of things very methodically, and sometimes we go into our emotional mind, which is all how we feel about something. And when those two aspects of ourselves come together in the middle, and forgive my blue, that I might have colored out of the lines, I don't know. But when it comes together, that's called wise mind. So wise mind is when our our rationality and our emotions come together. And usually the way we can access that wise mind is through a couple of deep breaths and really maybe listing the pros and cons, but also listing how we feel about something. Usually those aren't hasty decisions, they're thought out a little bit. And so after this video, I'll give you some links about some interesting ways to cultivate that wise mind, because I think we're all going to need it in the weeks and months to come. And I hope that I can offer you some other useful tips along with myself in the weeks to come. Thanks.